King Cobra.
Welcome back, guests, to another episode of the Urban Retrospect. I will be hosting today. I'm your boy 3 from ATL by way of Murfreesboro, and we come to you today with a special treat. If anybody likes a good grape, I would like to turn you on to this new establishment that we've found called Theopolis Vineyards. Now, they've been around for a little while, but it's new to us. So anybody that likes grape knows that a good grape is always a find. So let me tell you about Theopolis Vineyards. They're from California. But before I get too deep into this, let me tell you about who we are and where we're from. The Urban Retrospect, if this is your first time hearing it, we can be found on every platform, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Man, I don't know if we're on Snapchat yet, but I hope so. Tell people where they can find us at.
Well, it's not on Snapchat, but you were right about the other ones. Definitely make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit the like as well as the bell for notifications. We're on IG, Facebook, Twitter, Retrospect 1619, and catch everything on theurbanretrospect.com, as you see right on the bottom of my t-shirt.
Appreciate that, Scott. You know what I mean? Who else on the call tonight? Who that down there? Is that Ramsey James? Ramsey James, tell people what's up.
Y'all doing? Ramsey James.
Yeah. All right. We got that boy from Ohio. What's up?
I saw you sneak that in. King Cloud, what's good, everybody?
Yeah. We got that boy from the Plains, Dirty P. What's up? Tell about it.
The boy P back in the building for another episode.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
I can dig it. And we can't talk about wine without talking about Cottondale. You got that number one wine, that bathtub wine in the USA.
So y'all, we think we got comedians as a host tonight, huh?
No comedy.
Spit my drink out.
Yeah, I saw that.
No comedy, man.
You ever take your friends home? That tells you what to go. Never take your friends to your grandparents' house.
Hey, best friends can do that to each other.
Yeah, exactly. You know how we roll.
So back to it before I can lose it. Because this is a good grape. Y'all hold on one second.
You sipping good, boy.
Hey, it's a Pinot Noir 2019. Theopolis Vineyards. Good body, good head, good notes. I don't know if you can see the legs on that thing. Got good legs on it.
Dang.
I mean, for everything.
We talking about wine, ain't we? We talking about wine? My job.
We talking about wine. We talking about wine.
All right.
I mean, it's a hit. My wife and I are connoisseurs, and from one to another, it's got a score of 4.1, which is pretty good. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For wines, they all weren't ranked quite as high, but this particular one was ranked pretty good. So, but again, I like grapes, so you know we can keep going talking about it all day.
Yes,
See,
sir.
how do you like yours?
Well, which one do you have?
2019 Pinot Noir. So
nice. Man.
Excellent. Tell you something. Like I said, good notes, great smell, great head, good legs to it. So just real quick about wine. If you want to know if you got a good wine or a cheap wine, when you first put it in the glass, you kind of let it sit and let it aerate and give it a little shake. And when you drink out of it, or if you let it run on the glass, if you don't see it come down the sides of the glass, that means it's probably not a thick enough wine, so it's probably a little bit cheaper wine. Your cheaper wines are just gonna just stream right down. But see how slow it comes down and leaves like streaks? That's the legs of the wine. It kind of lets you know a little bit more about the wine.
That's
Hey,
my
and
dog.
this is why we had Bougie 3 hosting this.
Yeah. My dog. That's my dog right there.
Tell us about that
Y'all knew
Pinot
20
No
years
Ear.
ago.
Right.
Y'all be just like, wow.
And then you take the legs and you bust it out open.
And just straight down the side.
It just stream down the side. That's how you get them shaking.
My dog.
That's all right. That's all right.
So, but P, back to it. What'd you think about your?
Man,
What'd you go with?
All right, so let me tell y'all a secret. So as y'all know, I don't drink wine. You can tell by what I'm drinking, by what I'm drinking out of. I only have wine glass.
Hey,
Retrospect. Check this out,
it's all
y'all.
about advertising.
It's all about advertising. So three taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Right then and there. So me not being a consumer of wine, I take it to my homegirls at the bar. I took it to my homegirls at the bar. Let them try the wine, poured it up. They really enjoyed the wine. They was like, "Hey, where you get this from?" And I told them about, they already know about every Retrospect because they subscribe to our show. Y'all do that same thing. But they really enjoyed the wine. And they said they were gonna order some. So, hey, my friends like it. I'm enjoying it. The taste is dry, but it's not real dry. It's not real dry. So I like it.
Which
I
one
really
you
like
got, P? Which one you got?
The one I got is the Cali Red. Is it California red wine? The Cuvée Syrah. I think I said it right. Syrah. Cuvée Syrah.
But that's okay.
You probably didn't.
How you say it? How you say it? I'm learning, man.
The Syrah. You got the red Syrah.
Cuvée, man.
Man, this is a Cuvée. I got the Cuvée, man.
Hey, I got Cuvée.
So when they give you a bunch of names like that and they tell you something, they tell you that it's probably like a blend. You know what I mean? And the Syrah is the category of wine, and it's the category of wine that you're in. Is the Syrah.
Hey man,
my dog.
hey, we got the right person hosting tonight.
Exactly. But so I'm drinking. So one thing, the ladies at the bar, some like to chill, some like to not chill. So they both had a different taste to it, but they really enjoyed it.
All right. Wes, red wine, should it be served chill or should it be served room temperature?
Room temperature.
Ooh, that's right. Tell them about your wine, Wes. What you got?
Well, I'm not gonna butcher it like Perrin did, but I got the same wine that he had. It's more of a blend. Blend wine is very smooth. Doesn't really have a lot of bite, which I appreciate it. Get some of those notes from the barrel and from the grape. I like a nice, when you first start drinking, you drink those light wines and stuff. But then in my older age, I appreciate more of the dark red wines, especially if y'all fellas into cooking and eating. Like right here, I think this wine, this Cuvée, will go good with like a ribeye steak or filet mignon, bring out those notes in the steak. I was really impressed. I'm really impressed by it. Really wish they were in the stores here in Nashville. By the way, Ramsey, what was the price point for these wines?
So the price point was really good. I mean, the wines I think span from as low as $25 all the way up to $39, $40. And so it's in that medium range, I would say. Not as cheap as some things you might find at like a Trader Joe's, but not anything that's gonna break the bank. So I'd say it's a good wine, date night wine, take to your steakhouse wine, as you said. That's not gonna break the bank. So all of the wines we purchased were in that range.
Okay, and then my last question to you, how's the shipping?
The shipping was great. I mean, the shipping course, you're shipping across the US. So it was fairly expensive. So if you can find it in your local markets, that's probably going to be the best bet. The shipping is going to add a significant cost. If you were to ship, one or two, you probably will get more bang for your buck if you order a case and absorb the shipping there. But other than that, it did ship quickly and was well protected in the box for our consumption.
Thank you, Ramsey. Really appreciate that. As y'all know, we kind of changed it up. Ramsey does most of our ordering now, and we get sent to everybody. So just want to let y'all know about the price point, how the shipping is. But for me, honestly, I think this is a very good wine. Like I said, I would pair it with either like some steak or a nice meal. So.
Hey, Wes, I noticed you said ribeye or filet. And those are two really different cuts of meat, you know what I mean? So, I think you're right on the ribeye, but I would definitely probably try this Pinot with that filet, you know what I mean? Because that ribeye.
Red meat is kind of different. Like you said, filet is ribeye has a more fattier cut.
That marble with that red blend is probably gonna be really good.
Red blend. I would say a filet, just because I like red meat with wine. You know what I'm saying? I'm more in my older age now. I'm more into, especially with wine, is the food pairing, and it really does make it different in your meals. I look up everything from Indian food to any type of food we eat, especially when I'm out with the lady. It just, what kind of wine should I buy?
Who is the lady?
The lady. I'm the lady.
You mean your gal?
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey,
Changed it up.
yeah, he changed up because we
right.
drinking this wine. Yeah, with his gal.
Upgraded.
We on Hennessy, it's his gal.
Right.
But we on this right
Gal
here,
in the
it's my
first
lady.
My lady. Scott Jones.
Be my lady.
Scott Jones, when you out with your lady, what y'all sipping on? What you got there, Scott? What you working with?
Well, disclaimer. Again, I'm a Kentucky boy, so I'm a bourbon guy.
Mm-hmm.
So like Simply P, I don't drink wine usually, but when in Rome, do what
You
the
did.
Romans do.
You did.
So I'm actually sipping on the Petite Syrah.
Mm-hmm.
The Petite Syrah, and I was just reading the back of it. This has a fruit, firm tannins, and robust spice envelope. That's what the flavor.
Tell me about tannins.
And it says that the glass opens with fragrant notes of black cherry, violet, and woodsy spices. This is smooth, as you all probably been able to tell from throughout the show. I've been sipping on this, and I'm about to pour another glass. I do like this, and I would definitely approve of ordering it again. And if I was at a restaurant ordering a filet that I eat medium, this is what I probably would order along with it if it's available. So I'm a fan. Theopolis Vineyards 2018 Petite Syrah. Good choice. Whoever came up with the idea of supporting this.
All right. Hey, fans out there, real quick. Tannins, Scott, you want to talk about the tannins? The tannins are a lot of what helps the coloring of the wine, as well as with the texture of the wine. So a lot of that you get from the tannins. So that's just another tidbit of wine. You know what I mean?
Pearl.
A lot of people three don't like. So that Petite Syrah, that's the one I also have. People don't like the high tannin wines because it definitely influences the taste, right? Especially when you're talking about reds. Scott mentioned that spicy note. I mean, that's not going to be something you're just going to walk in and say, "Oh man, this is great." I mean, you've got to either like it or you're going to shy away from it. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree 100%. It's just like anything else. Nobody's going to walk in and like every single thing they taste. You know what I mean? For people that are starting out, it's always a common thing. People start out with the whites because they're fruitier, and it really brings people to the table and it gets them going. And then I think when we first started out, first started out real wine drinking. Let's make sure we clarify that. You start out with Rieslings and Zinfandels, which are dessert wines, because you want the sweet and you want to keep it going and have a good time. And you get Moscato, you think you're real, and oh man, you tried that yellow I'm gonna call them names, you know what I mean? But and then you keep migrating, and then you realize, okay, there's more to this, and the deeper you get into it, and the more you get into it, and I'm a foodie, and like Wes said earlier, you start pairing it with the food, and you're really having it the way the sommelier has designed the meal for you, you know what I mean? And it just takes your food to the next level.
Here we go. And then what is that, just for those who've never heard that word, I can't even pronounce it.
Sommelier.
Yeah.
You can't pronounce a word, Ken?
No, but unlike you, I don't try and mess it up.
Sommelier
I know my limitations.
Sommelier or sommelier, depending on who's saying it. It's basically a person it's a person that has knowledge of wine, and they're hired to work in restaurants, casinos. Kids, this is one of those job fields that they don't tell you about. You know what I mean?
Good point.
And those people can do really well for themselves. So a sommelier or a good sommelier can actually tell you what region of wine was from based on the taste. They can tell you the kind of soil. They can tell you the climate that it's from. They can tell you if it's coming out of a concrete or a wood barrel or steel. You know what I mean? It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And restaurants hire them to pair their drink menus with the food to maximize the taste and the flavor and the pairings. You know what I mean?
So kiddos, it's some real rich people stuff, not rich rapper stuff. Real rich people stuff.
I don't know.
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. No, Scott, I'm gonna let you take this one, Scott.
But I will say, to learn a little bit more about it, there's a good movie on Netflix called Uncorked.
Uncorked.
Oh yeah.
Sommelier trying to get into the business. So I would
straight out of Memphis. In Memphis.
Oh, yeah, and another thing too. Shout out to Stacy Dills Thomas, because remember we had her on the episode, and this is what she does. She's a wine connoisseur.
Mm-hmm.
The La Hacienda Mezcal. Y'all want us to do is go back to our history, check out the episode, get a little more likes and views on that one too.
There you go.
Good job. Good segue. Ken, what you nipping on?
Tonight I ordered the Theopolis Cuvée Blanc. I am not a huge wine drinker. I am trying to transition from just drinking the sweet dessert wines. This one, I don't know, it's working. I can tell you that. It's working tonight. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you that much. So it says on the back, pineapple, lemon, and coconut enliven the nose, right? This smells great.
Mm.
The lemon is actually a little bit strong. Man, if y'all see me on here with the wine glass in, I'm sniffing. I'm trying to try.
You know what's so funny? The three fruits he said on there describe the shape of his head. Pineapple,
Yeah.
and coconut.
That one probably could have been saved. You've had better jokes. But, like much better jokes. That was awful. But so listen, it's a good, as Three was saying, it's a good entry level wine if you don't do a lot of wine drinking. And so with the white wines, I can tell everybody the real wines, not the dessert wines. So go ahead and pair it with like a fish or a poultry. That's what they're meant for. Just because I'm not into them doesn't mean I don't know what they're paired with. So check it out, see for yourself. It wasn't a bad wine. A good entry-level wine for people who are trying to really get into wine drinking. And it's 14.4%, right? I drink beer You know, I drink beer and liquor. 14.4. Oh boy. Hey, listen, this will walk up and smack you in the face. And you know what I'm saying? It's going to tap you in the shoulder, tell you to sit down. I just want y'all to all be prepared. This is not barefoot. So, you know, just realize.
Viewers, that is not why we're telling you to partake in this, but
It's not barefoot.
Ramsey James, bring it home, please.
Yeah. As mentioned, I had the Petite Syrah, and I like a red with high tannins, right? That taste really identifies it, and it does pair well with a good steak. One thing that I'd say I want to try the Noir as you have. I think that would be my next purchase, just to have a different flavor profile. You know, the Syrah is a little peppery for me. So next time, I think I'll lean towards the Pinot Noir.
You know, this Noir Ramsey, I'm gonna just throw it out there. With the aromas of black cherries, delicate rose petals, and cranberries, Pinot Noir is a wine of beauty and elegance. This one has a savory brightness of acidity, adding to the length and the clean finish.
Did something to you.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better yourself.
They're gonna test themselves.
Yeah.
But you know, so hey, I'm not even gonna play with this one, gentlemen. Whether regardless or not, let me see your feels. Where they at? How'd you feel about the wine overall? Where we at? Scott Jones, King, come on.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
gonna give it. I just want to say this. I probably won't do it for myself, but this is something that I would order for true wine drinkers.
Exactly, for a
That I
party or
know
something.
I will order, you know, a couple bottles or a case and send it. Let me just say.
Right.
One of those deals that somebody came over. Let me introduce you to a wine that I tried.
Exactly.
Hey, owners of Theopolis, you heard it here. Put 7 cases on King Cloud. You can send them to my home here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. You can send one to Scott Jones and one to Randy James. I'm just kidding. Hey, but hey, I really appreciate y'all again. Guys, this has been a good show, and I've really enjoyed this one. Scott, tell them where they can find us again.
Well, as always, as you're watching right here on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and that bell for notifications. Find us on Facebook at The Urban Retrospect, Instagram, The Urban Retrospect. We're also on TikTok. Failed to mention that at the beginning, The Urban Retrospect. You can also follow us on Twitter at Retrospect1619. And to catch everything, go to theurbanretrospect.com. Oh, last but not least, if you want us to review your product, shoot us an email at theurbanretrospect@gmail.com.
That's right. Appreciate it, Scott Jones. And remember, guys, if you want to find Theopolis Wine Vineyards, they're located out of Yorkville Highlands in California, in the San Francisco footprint area. But you can also go online and catch them at www.theopolisvineyards.com. Hot takes.
You ready to keep lock and loaded. Look at them.
We got a burning hot take right now. Where did you start at? This episode was brought to you by the Urban Retrospect, and we were really talking about Theopolis Wine Vineyards and how good this wine is, but it got us thinking, where did we start at? Where did you first meet wine? Wes, where did you first meet wine?
At a gas station on Highway 69 in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Started with a first letter start with a B, second letter starts with an F. Boone's Farm.
Second word.
Boone's Farm. Everybody knows it. Back in the day, you can find it at every gas station. And when you got it, you felt like you was on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? Then I transferred to I never will forgive Nate Rowan, my frat brother, because he introduced me to another wine that had me flat on my face on Fisk University.
What's that?
Irish Rose.
Wild eye.
I mean,
Okay.
he's already done taken 2 of mine, so I guess I'm about to try to think of something else. Go ahead.
He gonna keep going.
He gonna keep going. They're my third one.
My third was special dude.
Man, those were my first entry level to wine. And I ain't gonna lie, thank God my palate has, matured. Because, man, whew.
P, what was you on, P? What was you on? What was your wine?
Growing up in the country, muscadine wine. Taking you back. Homemade wine, dog. From the that's the country grape.
Let me ask you, who made it for you, Pit Parent?
Somebody down the street, as you always say. I don't know, man. And then also we had the wine at church, the Welch's grape. Those are other wine that got me on it. I know it was the blood. Oh yeah.
Hey, that's real. Shoot, me and my boy used to go downstairs and down to the and drink the rest of the leftover wine at the end.
Exactly.
Down in the Family Life Center.
Yes, sir. You ain't
He
lying.
said, I know it was.
You know what, man? Probably started some life. Hey, Scott. Some life after that sermon. At the communion. At the communion shots, probably started a life.
Hey, that Western grape juice though was fire.
Scott Jones, was there an actual wine for you that started this obsession?
Well, I mean, honestly, Boone's Farm was what I used to drink when I was in college. We straight up used to get a bottle and pouring in no cups. We get the bottle and just take it to the dome. Wild Irish Rose was another one. That's what Wes said. But then another one, Cisco. I don't even know if that's necessarily wine, but that Cisco used to put us all out.
Cisco, for those that don't know, also known as liquid crack.
Liquid crack, yeah. They told that thing cracky and I got scared, man.
It is pink. It is as pink as Pepto-Bismol. It is as stout as
dude.
It makes Wild Turkey look like Kool-Aid.
And we snuck some Cisco on a chorus trip back when I was like a freshman in high school.
Oh my goodness.
And man.
Oh my goodness.
I'm here today though. It's all that matters. I'm here today.
No, it was the blood.
Because it was
the blood. What you got, James? Tell them a real drink.
What you got, James?
Yeah, I'm very similar with the Boone's Farm. I'm gonna let you have our favorite, but I also you mentioned this in our review about Riesling. I used to be really into a Riesling called Relax Riesling. And I thought I was doing something with that Relax Riesling.
I remember that. I remember that in the fridge. I remember that.
Yeah. Screw top and everything. So
listen to some Donnie Hathaway.
Right.
I'm gonna kill it with this one. I'm gonna kill it with this one.
Well, I'm screwing the top.
Doom, 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 doom.
Right.
I know place where there's no space or time.
Hey, I put a lot of people on that Donnie.
You're a friend of mine.
Because he felt it in his soul. You know when you feel it
my
in your
life
soul.
in stages with 10,000 people watching.
Why
You
would you sing?
know now, and I'm singing this song
to you.
to you.
Dong.
All right.
I know your image of me.
Hey, we ain't signed a release for that song now.
Right.
Y'all got them Kappa started.
Whoa, now, whoa yourself, young blood. Whoa yourself, young blood.
Nah, I'm talking about you done got them started.
No, hey, that was a jam. Now we can't help it that Blue Fat don't listen to nothing but
Hey, that's the classic, man.
Weddings, funerals, everything. Right.
And you can keep it real though.
Yo, so Scott, man.
Keep it real though.
I bet you won't. Yeah,
Okay. He said nothing. You buck.
Hey, but you know what, Ramsey J, you're right. For me and Ramsey J hung tough in college, and yeah, I think everybody had those at one point in time. But the first time we thought we were really drinking wine, we went and bought a handle of Carlos Rossi wine.
That Carlos Rossi.
I need you to do this for me, 3.
He said a handle because he got that little loop.
Describe what Carlos Rossi comes in. So people don't understand that.
A big old bottle.
You gonna let one on 3 to describe it.
Carlos Rossi came in a bottle, and you put your finger in the jug loophole, right? And I'd say it's every bit of 2.5 gallons, maybe.
Easily 2.5.
It was heavy as.
And you take it, you swing it up on your shoulder like this.
Oh,
like that.
And it's a glass bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in the fight with that up in your head.
Which adds to the level of difficulty. But you know, kid, tell me this, kid. What were you on?
So I'm surprised that y'all have not named the classic of the classic starter fine wines.
About some box wine.
No, man. I'm talking about that good old
Ferrari?
MD 2020 grape flavor, cuz. What are y'all talking about, man? And listen,
right.
Here is, I listen, I looked up, here's a little bit of MD 2020 fact. Does anybody know what the MD stands for?
You need a medical doctor after drinking that shit.
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
No, it ain't Mad Dog. It's Mogan David, which is the producer of the actual wine. Mogan David is what the MD stands for.
Oh man, today is old.
Everybody knows MD stands for Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. I'm just letting you know. Look, and we used to get that grape, throw that boy in the freezer, let it get nice and ice cold so it frosts up on the outside. It's a brick. Just for the rest of y'all who don't know, it's what we call it, a brick. And you can take that and just chug that boy to the head. Listen, you might not remember the rest of the night.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another episode of the Urban Retrospect. We appreciate you taking your time out your day for listening. Scott, tell them where they can find us at to catch more episodes and past episodes that we have done.
To catch more episodes and past episodes, you can, of course, catch us at YouTube where you're watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, as well as that bell for further notifications. Also find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at The Urban Retrospect, Twitter, Retrospect1619. If you want us to review your product, shoot us an email at theurbanretrospect@gmail.com. And last but not least, find it all .com. Peace.
And we just want to say thank y'all for watching.
And
hit them with the outro.
There you go.
Retrospect. Peace, love, and retrospect.
Play that music, DJ.
Negative. Still nothing. No, nothing, like you're muted or something.
Wes got that doo-wop mic. Somebody about to say.
Right. That's why I mics.
Ramsey, bottom mics, Ramsey.
That look
Can you
like
hear me
a
now?
shake. You know the thing you
What about
shave
now?
with, that electric.
At
the body shop.
That boy
got a Gillette
got a
mic.
finisher for Mike. He got a
Y'all hear me?
finisher.
Right.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Ramsey, buy them Yetis.
Oh, boy, that's funny.
Nigga, bandstand mic.
Hey, that boy got a Shooby Doo type of
I
mic.
know, right?
He got that Earth Angel.
Earth Angel.
Our time is coming. All I gotta say, our time is coming.